Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we will discuss about 25 formal email writing format examples and best practices. Get professional email writing format proven to work in real life. See top formal email examples and learn best practices to write any formal email with confidence. Email writing is an art and doing it well takes know-how and practice, but you don't have to make all the mistakes for yourself in order to write professional emails. We assembled for you the essential tips for creating highly effective formal emails with a deep dive into formal email formats, structure, and best practices. We also gathered some real life examples and templates you can use right away with a few weeks. What's in the article? Basic formal email structure, 25 top professional formal email examples you can use today. Aesthetics of a formal email, how to improve your email writing skills, formal versus informal email writing. Formal email writing is usually in a B2B or B2C scenario or a professional email between colleagues, business, or partners. Informal email writing is something you might send a friend, family member, or sometimes even a quick email you are firing off to a colleague. When you are emailing a friend, there is not much risk in getting your words or meaning wrong, and there is little risk of hurting your reputation or wrecking an incredible business opportunity. But when writing a business email, there is much at stake and many things that can go horribly wrong. This is why our article will deal mostly with formal email writing and how to get it right every time. Here we will go over all the ins and outs of what goes into an email structure, different email formats you can use, as well as short email templates that you can use in various scenarios. Keep reading to learn how to write the perfect email. Basic formal email structure. Before we get into different email templates, it's important to know how to build an email yourself. For the most part, every email, regardless of its content, will follow the same structure with the same basic elements. You should get to know these elements in order to ensure proper and effective email writing as a whole. The basic elements of professional email writing: your email address, subject line, email opening, email body, email ending, email sign off, email signature footer. Now let's break these down one by one. Email address. Your email address is oftentimes out of your control. If you are working for a company or operator under the umbrella of a brand, your email address will likely include the company or brand name domain. For example, the emails in Wisestem are all in the following format: employee name, wisestem.com. These ensure that we all have a professional business email address, since only the owner of wisestem.com can issue email addresses under that domain name. This ensures our emails appear legitimate. Imagine if each employee would have a random Gmail address like name wisestem at gmail.com, which anyone can create. That would be a bit spacious. Email open rates are first and foremost dependent on trust, so make sure you have a trustworthy email address or suffer very low open rates. If you are a freelancer professional working separately from an established brand, consider buying a domain name for your personal brand. You can look up available domains on Google Domain Register. Subject lines. Your subject lines will be the single most important element in your formal email writing. It is first thing your recipient will see, and unless you convince her then and there that your email is safe, relevant, and high priority in that order, it may never be opened. If this happens, any effort you put into the rest of the email elements will go to waste. Your subject line will depend on the purpose or content of your email, but overall you want it to be something engaging enough for a recipient to click on. Email subject line guidelines: be clear and specific. Avoid using generic or clickbait subject lines that say nothing or make unrealistic promises like find out how to double your business in a week. Be original. Avoid using those are too common subject line templates you find on the internet. Instead, make original subject lines that are relevant, personal, and concise. Add relevancy. Address something that the recipient will recognize, like an acquaintance name or an article show book they appeared on. Studies have shown that personalized subject lines are 26% more likely to be opened. You also want to tailor your email subject line to your email goal, whether it's a sales email, a personal email, a newsletter, or something else. I advise that you take the time to think of 3-4 refined options, then consider which of them will likely be most appropriate. Email opening. The next most important way to hook a recipient into your email is by writing a strong email opening line like your subject line. The email opening is mostly used as another filtering stage for most people. If it fails to meet the promise made in the subject line, your readers will ditch. Therefore, it's extremely important to define your main point in one or two paragraphs tops. If you clearly convey your request or questions and your reader feel it's relevant and interesting, then they will continue reading your email. If you manage to get them to stay after this point, in most cases they will return your email. Good for you. Thanks for watching my videos and stay tuned for next video. Thank you.